Okay, King 10 and a big blind. Okay, look what happens. Ingrid just flat calls on the big blind on the button. Okay, which when somebody flat calls on the button does not represent strength at all. I would open raise on the button with an ace X a lot of times, because button is a strong position in poker, but flat calling the button is something that you should not be doing. If Ingrid raises here, I'm gonna have to fold my King 10 because I do not want to play out of position. Number one. Number two, I have 1975 in chips. Ingrid's got me dominated, so I'm completing this, but Ingrid should not have been just flat calling this button right here. You should be making it like 150 or 125. Okay, watch. Morgat folds. Okay, so this guy somewhat knows what he's doing. And if it's a guy, it's a guy. If you're a girl, I apologize for calling you a guy. And if you're watching this, okay. So here I got the king with the OK kicker. Okay, my decision here is now, since I know that the Ingrid had just flatted the button, he is not strong. I don't think he has a king, or she. I'm not sure if he's got a jack. I absolutely have no information until we need to find out some information, and we're going to be using chips as a source of information. So I'm the first to act. I will bet 3x. No, I'm sorry. In this case, that I believe that I decided to check call him, because I do believe that right now my hand is good and I do not want the flush to get here. So I decided that if I was to trap him, I'm going to check raise him. So I will check, and if he bets, same plan, just like in the previous situation, I will raise him 3x his original bet. So I check, and he checks behind. Okay, that did not happen. The 5 peeled off. 5 is a good card for us, and we need to lead out with the 100 here, believing that our king is good. So we go 100, and Ingrid calls 100. Okay. Queen comes on the river. Now his call on the turn tells us that he's possibly on the draw. Maybe he was on a flush draw or on a straight draw, and maybe he's got maybe he did have a queen, because queens are in his range, and queen could be a good card for him, but I don't feel like it is a good card for him. I strongly believe that I do have the best hand right now, and I do have a king blocker, so chances are that he does not have a king, and I'm hoping that the queen did help him somehow. So I'm going to have to bet here, and I believe that $200 bet should be good, and should take this down, and it did, and we did have the best hand. Okay. Queen 3, again, it's a limper happy table. Normally, if these guys would fold, I would muck the small blind, but I'm getting 9-to-1 pot odds. I'm not hoping to catch anything other than 8-3-3 maybe, but I can't connect a lot of straights. See if this was Queen 3-3. That would have been a different story, but it's Queen Deuce Deuce, so I'm totally down with this hand. And 3 peels off, and a king, and I'm still down with this hand. All right, Okay, we got Queen 5. Now the blinds are already 50 and 100. So I have 20x big blind. It's way too early to get into my shoving mode. And here's something that I'm looking at. I have 2,000. Boris got me out chipped. He's got almost 2,400. Matrix 13,000, 3,000, 22, 1240. Okay, so those are the things that I need to keep in mind. Two guys knocked out. We'll get the flat call from Matrix. Fold, fold, Ingrid. Flat calls on the button, and Morag completes it. And of course I check. Flop, absolutely nothing. I'm ready to give up this hand, but watch how this plan plays out, which is something strangely they let me get there, or anyway, watch this. Check, 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 check. Free card, deuce. Good card for me. You know, any diamond will give me flush. Ace of diamonds gives me the nuts. We were with the stone cold nuts. Now, if someone has any decent diamonds, we should they should call at least 100 or even shove. And I'm hoping somebody has a jack or a 10 of diamonds, and I'm hoping it would be this guy or this guy, because they do not have a lot of chips, but I do have stone cold nuts. So I'm betting 200 into $400 pot. Strangely, I should have bet 100, but everybody folds, and I pick that up. Okay, A3 in the small blind. Everybody folds. Okay, now here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of shoving, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, now I got Boris out chipped. Okay, Boris, somewhat of a decent player. He knows what he's doing. He's not going to risk his tournament, knowing that I have not shoved even once. Not even once. And I don't want to give him any kind of reasoning to think that I do not have him crushed. He does not know what I have. So even if he's got a hand like a Jack 10 or Queen King, Boris simply is not going to risk his entire tournament with a hand like that. So shoving in this particular situation to pick up 100 chips will be a right thing to do. And I'm almost certain that he is going to fold by watching him play. So I do shove, and he folded. Okay, here's my shoving mode started somewhat. So I let them know that I can shove in this case, or in any other moments. 2-6 in a big blind. Boris folds, Platinator folds. Okay, and since everybody folded, what Morgas should be doing right here is either shoving or folding. He should not be completing a blind here, because every chip is count and every chip is a bet. Yes, he's getting 3-to-1 pot odds, but he should be folding or shoving. He decides to complete. Okay, the flop absolutely missed him, you know, and with a flush draw on the board, and if you did have some kind of king, or even a 9, I eliminate the 9 out of the equation here, but if you did have a king, he would probably bet here. So if he does check, I'm going to take control of the pot, and I'm going to pick up that $200. So he checks, telling me that I do not have a king. He might even have the best hand. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he's got the best hand. So even if he's nothing, if he's got nothing, his nothing still beats my nothing. So I'm representing the king right here, and I'm betting 200. screaming, I got the king, because I do not want the flush to get here just in case you're on the flush draw. So, and I'm picking that up.